Hey, welcome back to my channel. My name is Janelle Samora and this is Scent Talk from my closet, the fragrance closet. On this channel, we go over all things fragrance. We cover niche perfume houses. We go into layering combos. We talk about celebrity fragrances, dupes, and clones of original fragrances. We do head-to-head wear tests, all things fragrance on this channel. So if that's something that you're interested in, then go ahead and continue watching. Consider hitting that subscription button and the bell so you'll be notified to new videos, because you never know which fragrance house we're going to cover next. And if you are enjoying the content on the channel, please consider hitting that like button after you've watched the video, because that really does help the channel continue to grow. All right, you guys, thank you guys so much for tuning in. We are kicking off a new house, a new perfume topic for the week, and this is the House of Montale. A dear friend, a dear fragrant friend sent me over these samples, did a little swapperoo of a few of my niche fragrances for these samples. And I'm going to give you the rundown on this House of Montale. It is a beast of a fragrance house, and they are beast mode fragrances as well. Now, Mancera here is their sister company. I do have 3 full-size bottles of Mancera, so I wanted to throw them in here to see if maybe we would do a wear test. If it's also your first time watching, I do like to do a full-on wear test, or maybe even a couple of fragrances side to side, so that you guys, I can give you my full-on thoughts and opinions just fresh off the press over here. Longevity, sillage, were there any compliments? Of course, everybody likes to smell good, right? These are all my opinions and subjective based off of my own experience wearing the fragrance. If I don't particularly care for fragrance, I like to keep an open mind and just explain exactly how it smelled, even if it's something that I didn't enjoy or couldn't enjoy. All right, so with that being said, today I did wear test Daydreams by the House of Montale. So let me give a quick rundown. If you have never heard of the House of Montale, they do have a good 148 or so perfumes, possibly more, and they're all dated from the year 2005 to present. So they have quite a bit on their website. The creator here is Pierre Montel, and he is just really taken aback by Arabian fragrances or Arabian elements to perfumery. So since this is the kickoff video, I do like to give a little history on the brand as well before we get into the wear test, which was, like I just mentioned, Daydreams. Okay, so they have several, I'm going to put them up here, they have several categories. Do not get deterred by, by how many fragrances they have. I mean, some of these fragrances, okay, so they have oud, spices, wood, leather, amber, musk, flowers, rose, fruits, gourmand, sea, and vanilla are their category of fragrances. Now, most of the fragrances, especially like gourmands, they will land under a couple of you'll see them here and you'll see them there. Like, for example, I believe it's Intense Cafe, you'll see it under rose fragrances, and you'll also see it under gourmand. They specialize in oud. They love the thought of oud. So I'll put up a little excerpt here on oud. Basically, oud, to them, it is, Pierre Montel is the French ambassador of oud. So something about spending 20 years or so studying it. Oud is a raw material that proposes itself, then imposes itself gently and persistently. Its strength comes from the, the dents of ages and the lands that have born it. So I won't read the whole thing, I'll put it up here, but just know that they really do incorporate a lot of oud into their perfumery. And also a lot of rose. They have quite like a huge collection of emblematic raw materials. So these materials that they use are just really exquisite raw materials, is what it says on the site, and the secret to wonderful perfumes. Yeah, they really go in there with these notes, with these accords that they build. They are strong. They are very strong. I only know from so far from the House of Montale, I have sampled Intense Cafe. I have it here. Beautiful fragrance. Oh, this is a gorgeous fragrance, but it is a beast mode of a fragrance. I almost wore it recently to a concert, but I chose Grand Soir over it by MFK, Maison Francis Kirk de Jean. And then, of course, I have the MUKHALLAT, I believe it's called. So this is a fruity gourmand fragrance. But to me, it doesn't smell, so it smells less gourmand and more really fruity, plasticky, artificial. So that would be an interesting one to wear test, the MUKHALLAT. So yeah, I'll put it up here as far as Pierre Montal being the French ambassador of oud, and also those picture of the emblematic raw materials. But I do encourage you guys to check out the website of Montal. It has so much information. You could really see the passion that they have for perfumery on that site. And the passion for these materials that they're using in their fragrances. All right, so what do we have here? Here we have, what is the word? We have 6 samples that you can actually put together yourself. Up here, there's 2 options that I found that kind of, I would have chosen had I purchased from the site. The first option being you can choose from 53 fragrances. I counted them on this little insert here. I'm going to show you. You can choose from 53 fragrances. You get 5 samples, 5 of these size samples, 2 mLs. It's a good size. For, what is the word? $20, I believe. So 5 of them for 2 mLs a piece for $20. So you get to experience 5. I do have 6 here. And there's a few of these come from this particular one, which was it's like a pack. What was it? Fruits and something. I'll put it up here because I can't remember now. I didn't write it down. I believe it was like the fruits and gourmand, I want to say. I'm not sure. I'll put it up here. It's a pack that already comes with several of these. And I believe it is Daydreams, Sweet Flowers, Sweet Vanilla, Soleil de Capri, Dark Purple, and Intense Cafe. And I want to say also Sensual Instinct. Sensual Instinct I do also have. But I only have it in a roll-on. Oh, from Oil Perfumery, and even this one smells beast mode. By the House of Oil Perfumery. They create inspired by fragrances. So yeah, I just got it from there. I rolled it on earlier, and it's just been wafting at me this like entire hour that I was researching this house. Such an interesting house, you guys. It's so many options, and yeah, we're gonna wear test a few. Oh, I didn't even go over it. It's $28 for the set that I just explained that had all those, that we pretty much have most of them here. There's also, I believe, a vanilla discovery set, and I am a sucker for vanilla, and luckily my good friend gave us sweet vanilla and vanilla cake to check out this week. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put these in the description, all the names of the fragrances we have to wear test. If there is anything that you have just been dying to know, how does it perform on the skin, what does it give us? Because this is what I'm fast finding out about this house and these fragrances. The note structures that are listed and the notes themselves, the accords are so different to the traditional designer fragrances that I've gotten my nose on. For example, I absolutely adore orange blossom and jasmine notes together. And that's why I really thought that Daydreams, today's wear test, was going to be a no-brainer. I was so wrong. It's so different. So yeah, this is these are beast mode fragrances. Okay, so let's get into the review now so that you guys can know exactly how Daydreams went for me today. I kind of gave a little preview there, right? Okay, so Daydreams is listed as a floral fruity gourmand. You know Janelle's there. You know, if it says anything about it being fruity and gourmand, I am there. Invite me. You know, I don't even have to be invited to this party. I will crash it. That's how much I adore that type of fragrance, the floral fruity gourmands. we got here top notes, and I'll put them up here: orange blossom, mandarin orange, mid notes of tier flower, jasmine, and neroli. I also love a bitter neroli. I do. I love that. I love that note. I love it in Neroli Portofino and a couple other fragrances that I absolutely have found that I adore. Base notes here, we have vanilla, sandalwood, and coconut. So I thought to myself, ooh, we're opening up with some orange blossom, sweet, sweet, following it up with, you know, mixed with this mandarin orange, which I was thinking was going to be delicious. Then the tier flower, the jasmine. I was looking forward to that jasmine as well, with this almost tropical beachy vibe of vanilla, sandalwood, and coconut. I was like, yes, because if you've been on the channel any amount of time, you know that I just fell in love with an amazing coconut tropical type fragrance. That actually, the coconut is very realistic. It's called Del Mar by Day 3 Fragrances, a relatively new artisan fragrance house, and it is divine. I'm actually wearing it right now because this is what I wanted from it a little bit. So okay, how does this open up? Extremely, extremely strong, really, really white floral. Like, you cannot even discern the orange blossom or the mandarin in this opening. Like, I could not. Very, very heady. I honestly thought I was going to immediately get a headache. I did not. I was like, I can do this. I can do this. You know, I was invested. I was invested to see if the dry down when we got there would give me anything exciting, anything, you know, even reminiscent to what the note structure was leading on. Then I did hop on and read quite a few reviews, and so many people were talking about how no, you know, they couldn't really discern the notes either in the opening. However, they did get to this beautiful vanilla and, you know, beachy type vibe dry down. I'm sorry, you guys, I could not do it. I could not do it. I applied this fragrance at 9 in the morning, and about 1.5 hours into it, I almost took a shower. I almost took a shower. I did have to change my shirt. I was wearing another shirt. It's still, oh, it's still here. Yeah, that's really, really strong still on this shirt. If you guys are fans of really, really strong white florals, don't get me wrong, it never went full on sharp. I was able to try and wear it even though I wasn't enjoying it. But, you know, I was invested to see the dry down, how it was going to go on me. And yeah, no, I mostly got a very perfumey smell from it throughout, from the top to the mid. I don't know if it's the tier flower, you know. I just didn't get anything that was appealing to me at all. A lot of the reviews said that this is a nice fragrance for the warm weather, and it is warm today again here in South Texas. And you know, I just cannot picture myself wearing this in dead heat. I really can't. I feel like then I would most definitely get a headache. Like, I just would. You know, another one of those great lessons in this life, the bottle for this fragrance is so stunning. It's an ombre type with this teal color. I'll put it up here for you guys to check out. I didn't even talk about the bottles. The Montale bottles are aluminum like this. They are aluminum bottles, and what they did with this is this is commonly used by perfumers in Grasse, France, in larger sizes to retain their perfume concentrates, but it has become a bottle of this niche brand, a niche perfumery in general. And what it does is it protects the essences in the fragrance, and it helps encourage to contribute to the evolution of the fragrance so that it doesn't, you know, go bad on you either. So preservation, I believe, as well. The only other thing that is crazy about this is they feel halfway empty. I mean, they really do feel very light. Like, you can't tell. So I wouldn't recommend you guys purchasing these secondhand unless you really know and trust the person, because they can literally sell you an almost empty bottle because they don't feel like they're full of anything. They're so light. I do love this little clip we got going on here. So yeah, I'll put it up here about the bottle. They're really proud of this design as well. I actually prefer the Mancera bottles, tell you the truth, mainly because you can see the juice, you can see the perfume in it. So yeah, I'll put the bottle up here. So beautiful. I definitely wouldn't mind having a little section of these Montale fragrances. I think they're so interesting. You know, I just do. I think they're very interesting. I wonder if I could, I haven't tried to shine a light on this to see where the level is. I'm not sure if that works. Or maybe, you know, when you're just done, you're done. But anyways, okay, so we were talking about, I got distracted by the bottle. Squirrel, I got distracted by the bottle. Man, so perfumey smell, of course. Yeah, so there was this one note in here, these couple of notes that were coming at, and I'm assuming it's the sandalwood, but it smelled more of, like a, more than woody, like cedar wood, not just sandalwood. It smelled a little bit cedar, a little bit like, I'm not sure if you've had to got a chance to get your nose on Instant Crush, but it gave me a little bit of that, and I was like, oh good, I think, you know, now it's gonna give me the Instant Crush vibe, and then after that maybe we'll get to the beautiful vanilla coconut. I did not get there. After 4 hours I didn't get there still. So I actually ended up taking off, doing a little, I didn't want to wet my hair again, so I just took a body shower basically, and yeah, I had to take it off. I couldn't. I never full on got a headache, but it wasn't the best experience, unfortunately, with Daydreams. So yes, another lesson here to always sample your fragrances, even if you feel like, oh, I cannot go wrong with these notes. I love, for example, me, I love orange blossom, absolutely adore jasmine, vanilla, sandalwood even, and coconut. The beautiful notes. No, it was a no for me. I'm sorry. I was thinking, hey, we should do a, you know, fragrances that I was excited for and then just didn't pan out type video if I haven't sold all of them, because I can think of a handful right now that I'd have been like, you know, or they were just talked up so much in the fragrance community, and then, you know, I got my nose on them and it was like, what's going on here? Everybody's nose is different. Everybody's skin chemistry is different. Just because somebody says this something is out of this world amazing to them doesn't mean it's going to work out for you. So yes, moral of the story, lesson of the day, always try to sample or get your nose, you know, go to a department store somewhere and get your nose on as many as you can, you know, to cure your curiosity before you dish out the big bucks. Okay, so that was the review. Oh my gosh, there was even this one review that mentioned, that I read, that it had the dry down, that it was like a very gourmand dry down, and it had like a nutty quality to it. I'm sorry, I never got there. I did not get there. I don't know if it takes more than 4 hours to get to this beautiful gourmand nutty dry down, but in 4 hours it didn't show, you know, close to 5 hours it didn't show up for me. And another thing, sometimes it's just, you know, you want to make sure that your fragrances are real. You know, if you're buying decants, you know exactly the source and where it's coming from, because you don't want to knock a fragrance down if it's not original. Well, these are authentic. These came directly from Montale and from a trusted source of mine as well. So I cannot say that it's because the fragrance is not authentic, because it is. All right, so Daydreams didn't exactly pan out for us. We're just going to keep dreaming. Okay, so we have several here that we can explore, visit, including Intense Cafe. I think if I were to wear Intense Cafe this week, though, to work, I'd have to do half a spray and we're done. Like, I cannot wear more than half a spray to the office. You know, Intense Cafe is a beast. Yeah, let me know. I'll put these fragrances, the ones that we have, to wear, test, and try out this week and explore, because I do want a little collection. You know, 148 bottles. It's a shame I only have one. We need more. We have this beautiful sweet vanilla, this vanilla cake that I'm just dying to tear apart, try on, and I, mouth watering already thinking about it. They do use Madagascar vanilla in these notes, in these fragrances. If you'll check out their website, it talks about how it's the most beautiful vanilla in the world, and it's actually really, really hard to get a hold of because it's going out. I mean, it's getting really hard. It's like, what is it, like an extinct type thing? Okay, gotta go. Thank you guys so much for joining today, kicking off this Mancera week. Looking forward to hearing about you guys' experiences with the house. Let me know, what do you have a favorite Montale or Mancera fragrance, and most importantly, what are you most excited for us to wear test this week? All right, thank you guys so much. Y'all stay safe. Have a blessed rest of your day. Bye bye.